The fat that I have lived off of over the last year has come right off of my backside. So you're interested in losing weight and interested in this keto diet thing. I'm Amanda Rose. I've lost 140 pounds. I used a keto framework to do it. I combined it with intermittent fasting. You need to find some more videos on that if you don't know what that is, because it's a game changer. But I want to talk a little bit about keto because there seems to be a lot of confusion in the keto community about how to leverage keto for weight loss. So let me clarify what at least my goals have been in losing the 140 pounds and how you can think about this so that your own weight loss can be as aggressive as you need it to be. First of all, something about our fuel supply. So we know that our body fat is our long-term fuel storage, right? We want our body to live off some of that fuel storage. So how do we get from being overweight to getting our body to start eating up our fat? Keto is a great tool for that. Our bodies just want to survive and want to have the fuels that they need to survive. We have today's calories, we have a sugar storage in our liver, we have body fat. These are the ways that the body is going to fuel itself every single minute. As I'm here talking to you guys, my body is starting to use today's calories because I've already eaten. And as it uses those up, it will get into the sugars that I've stored in my liver. And when it uses those up, it then starts burning my body fat. You want to get from here to here every single day. And how are you going to do that? The first key tool for you is keto, because what keto really means is that you've gone through your sugar storage. Okay, so if you've gotten rid of this, you burn today's calories, and then you're immediately burning your body fat. And the key way to keep this basically empty is by not eating sugars. You'll see on my getting started cheat sheet, the big red zone on it is all the super sugary stuff. And that's the reason. You don't want to fill that storage up. Okay, now these things are going to fill it up a little too. So you want to start working on these. Okay, so find this cheat sheet in some of my other stuff. You want to focus on the foods that are not going to resupply that sugar storage. So that if every day you're starting out like this, where you go from today's calories to your body fat, you're going to win. You're going to win the game. This is how you're going to lose weight more quickly. So if you need to accelerate your weight loss, you need to be very mindful of this. Step one. Now this is where the information in the keto world gets kind of confusing, because the keto culture embraces fat. And God bless it, we should have fats in our diet, but the question is, how much fat do you really need, especially if your goal is to burn the fat that you're already carrying around with you? You guys were like sitting on it every day, right? If you're like carrying around all your stored fat, you don't actually need now at this point in your life to just eat a bunch of fat, because this is what it's going to do. So if these are the number of calories we can burn through and then get to this, what if we have like a bunch of fat bombs, which are wonderful, and I eat the fat bombs, and like the bulletproof coffee. What if you're having a bunch of bulletproof coffee in the day? Your calories are like this, and so every day you're burning this off, and it takes longer before you're getting here. And so you simply aren't going to see the progress. If you're part of the performance athlete type of keto person or whatever, you know, all of this is different. But I'm talking about people like me, you know, Amanda Rose at a year ago. You know, I would not have lost, I don't know, I might have lost some weight in the last year, but I wouldn't have lost 140 pounds if I was eating all the fat. This is what I do in my daily meal. And so I eat one meal a day, and it's a keto meal. And that's how I've lost the 140 pounds. If you've seen some of my other things, you know I'm very salad oriented and very vegetable oriented. And so I made this cheat sheet, and my food is in this green section. And in terms of the fat, I don't try to add fat to the foods that I'm eating. I'll have fat in my salad dressings, and the oil that I use is a healthy oil, and then I'll have some kind of protein that has fat in it. You know, even sardines. Sardines is a great source of beneficial fat. Tuna, eggs, like a boiled egg on there has good fat in it. That's where I get my dietary fat. But for the most part, the fat that I have lived off of over the last year has come right off of my backside. And if you're in the same situation, I really want you to look at the total calories that you're eating and just try to keep it reasonable. I'm a smaller person. I've tended to eat 1,000 to 1,200 calories a day, not a severely restricted calorie diet, but also pretty mindful and kind of on the low side. So you might want to look at that. And definitely if you've been doing the keto and you are not seeing the weight loss results, I do want you to think about this graphic and maybe make some changes accordingly. All right, so we're going to talk about this and more things like this and how we're all going to get all lean and healthy and fantastic in the Eat Like a Bear group on Facebook.